Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. Topic for today's quiz is UPSc CAPF Question Paper 2012 Paper 1. Question number 1. India signed an agreement to avoid double taxation and prevent fiscal evasion with respect to taxes on income on 27th of July, 2012 with Option A. Japan. Option B. Indonesia. Option C. Sweden. Option D. Bangladesh. The correct answer is Option B. Indonesia. India and Indonesia signed an agreement to avoid double taxation and prevent fiscal evasion with respect to taxes on income on the 27th of July 2012. The agreement was signed by Indonesian Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. R.M. Martinatha Legawa and his Indian counterpart S.M. Krishna at the Hyderabad House in New Delhi. Apart from the agreement, both sides also signed the agreed minutes of the 4th Joint Commission meeting between India and Indonesia. Question number 2. India's Kulandel Francis was awarded the year 2012 Ramon Magsaysay Award for his Option A. Visionary zeal and profound faith in community energies and his sustained programs in pursuing the holistic economic empowerment of women and their families. Option B. Steadfast passion in placing the power and discipline of science in the hands of farmers. Option C. Passionate commitment as a journalist to restore the rural part to India's consciousness, moving the nation to action. Option D. Convincing validation of free and fair elections as the foundation and best hope of secular democracy in strife-torn India. The correct answer is Option A. Visionary zeal and profound faith in community energies and his sustained programs in pursuing the holistic economic empowerment of women and their families. Honor for Kulandel Francis developmental work in Tamil Nadu's rural areas. I never work for or expect any award. This was the response of Kulandel Francis, who has been chosen for the Ramon Magsaysay Award for the year 2012, for the economic empowerment of thousands of women and their families in rural India. Question number 3. The constitutional principle of the basic structure was invented by the Option A. Executive. Option B. Judiciary. Option C. Legislature. Option D. Civil society. The correct answer is Option B. Judiciary. The basic structure doctrine is an Indian judicial principle, most notably propounded by Justice Hansraj Khanna, that the Constitution of India has certain basic features that cannot be altered or destroyed through amendments by the Parliament. Question number 4. Wi-Fi in a computer implies Option A. Wired local area network. Option B. Wireless local area network. Option C. High fidelity. Option D. High efficiency. The correct answer is Option B. Wireless local area network. Wi-Fi is a family of wireless network protocols, based on the IEEE 802.11 family of standards, which are commonly used for local area networking of devices and Internet access. Wi-Fi is a trademark of the non-profit Wi-Fi Alliance, which restricts the use of the term Wi-Fi certified to products that successfully complete interoperability certification testing. As of 2017, the Wi-Fi Alliance consisted of more than 800 companies from around the world. Question number 5. A television remote uses Option A. Infrared waves. Option B. Cosmic waves. Option C. Microwaves. Option D. Ether waves. The correct answer is Option A. Infrared waves. The remote control uses light waves just beyond the visible spectrum of light, infrared light waves, to change channels on your TV. This region of the spectrum is divided into near, mid, and far infrared. Question number 6. A thin pin of iron can be made to float on water, drinking, in a bowl. This phenomenon is due to the Option A. Surface tension of water. Option B. Viscous nature of water. Option C. Presence of ionic bonds in water molecules. Option D. Presence of covalent bonds in water molecules. The correct answer is Option A. Surface tension of water. It seems to defy the laws of physics, but a paper clip made of steel can indeed float on the water surface. The high surface tension helps the paper clip, with much higher density, float on the water. The cohesive forces between liquid molecules are responsible for the phenomenon known as surface tension. Question number 7. To start your loaded trolley bag, you exert more force than when it is moving. This is an example of Option A. First law of thermodynamics. Option B. Second law of thermodynamics. Option C. Newton's second law of motion. Option D. Newton's first law of motion. The correct answer is Option D. Newton's first law of motion. This is because of Newton's first law. Every object continues to be in its state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line if no net forces act upon it. Question number 8. Sayana, the famous commentator of the Vedas, flourished under the rule of Option A. Bahmani kings. Option B. Golconda kings. Option C. Gajapati kings. Option D. Vijayanagar kings. The correct answer is Option D. Vijayanagar kings. Sayana was an important commentator of the Vedas. He flourished under King Bukka I and his successor Harihara II, in the Vijayanagar Empire of South India. Sayana's major work is his Vidartha Prakasha, literally, the meaning of the Vedas made manifest, or commentary on the Vedas. Question number 9. The Bandaqan-I-Khas during the rule of Delhi Sultans referred to the Option A. Innkeepers. Option B. Royal slaves. Option C. Dak Kamers. Option D. Guards of the state stable. The correct answer is Option B. Royal slaves. The Bandaqan-I-Khas, during the rule of Delhi Sultans, referred to the royal slaves. It was a separate department and was established by Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Q. Which metal has so far not been discovered in Harappan sites? UPSc 2012. Ansh. Iron explanation. Iron was discovered at the end of the Rigvedic age in India. Harappan people have no knowledge of it. Question number 10. Who among the following was described as Jagadguru by his subjects for his patronage of the Hindus in his state? Option A. Ibrahim Adil Shah II of Bijapur. Option B. Mahmud II of Malwa. Option C. Hussain Shah of Bengal. Option D. Mahmud Begda of Gujarat. The correct answer is Option A. Ibrahim Adil Shah II of Bijapur. Adil Shah of Bijapur described him as Jagadguru for his patronage of the Hindu in his state. Rana Sanga had a contingent of Muslim troops. These official appointments facilitated the growth of amity between the Hindus and the Muslims. Question number 11. Vidyapati Thakur, a contemporary Chandidas, end of 17th century to early 15th century, was a native of Option A. Bengal. Option B. Mithila. Option C. Malwa. Option D. Kashmir. The correct answer is Option B. Mithila. Vidyapati, also known as Vidyapati Thakur and called Maithil Kavi Kokil, the poet cuckoo of Maithili, circa 1352 to circa 1448, Maithili poet and Sanskrit writer. Question number 12. Which one among the following is a dormant volcano? Option A. Mount Kilimanjaro. Option B. Mount Stromboli. Option C. Mount Etna. Option D. Mount Mayon. The correct answer is Option A. Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro is a dormant volcano in Tanzania. It has 3 volcanic cones, Kibo, Mo-Enzi, and Shira. It is the highest mountain in Africa and the highest single freestanding mountain in the world, 5,895 meters, 19,341 feet, above sea level and about 4,900 meters, 16,100 feet, above its plateau base. Question number 13. Asteroid belt is situated between Option A, Jupiter and Mars. Option B, Earth and Mars. Option C, Jupiter and Saturn. Option D, Venus and Earth. The correct answer is Option A, Jupiter and Mars. The asteroid belt is a torus-shaped region in the solar system, located roughly between the orbits of the planets Jupiter and Mars, that is occupied by a great many solid, irregularly shaped bodies, of many sizes but much smaller than planets, called asteroids or minor planets. Question number 14. Who among the following was chosen by the government of Japan to confer the prestigious Fukuoka Prize for the year 2012? Option A, Vandana Shiva. Option B, Amir Khan. Option C, Arundhati Roy. Option D, Medha Patkar. The correct answer is Option A, Vandana Shiva. The government of Japan on the 23rd of July 2012 decided to honor Indian environmental philosopher Vandana Shiva with Fukuoka Prize 2012. The award ceremony will be held by the government of Japan in Fukuoka City in September 2012. Vandana Shiva is the seventh Indian who received this prestigious award. She enlightens people about the ideas for the love of nature. Question number 15. Which one among the following statements about eminent freedom fighter and social activist Captain Lakshmi Sehgal, who passed away in Kanpur on 23rd of July, 2012, is not correct? Option A. She was a close aide of Subhash Chandra Bose during the days of freedom movement. Option B. She spearheaded several political, economic and social justice campaigns in the country. Option C. She was a member of the Lok Sabha. Option D. She was awarded the Padma Vibhushan. The correct answer is Option C. She was a member of the Lok Sabha. In post-independence India, her life as a member of the Communist Party of India, Marxist, and the All India Democratic Women's Association, AIIDWA, years that saw her in campaigns for political, economic, and social justice. Question number 16. The World Conference on Human Rights that affirmed the universality of rights and launched an ambitious plan of action was held in Option A, Vienna, 1993. Option B, Geneva, 1996. Option C, New York, 2000. Option D, Berlin, 2002. The correct answer is Option A, Vienna, 1993. The World Conference on Human Rights was held by the United Nations in Vienna, Austria, from 14 to the 25th of June 1993. It was the first human rights conference held since the end of the Cold War. The main result of the conference was the Vienna Declaration and Program of Action. Question number 17. Which one among the following statements about the States Reorganization Act is not correct? Option A. The Act dealt with the issue of redrawing of the boundaries of states. Option B. It was passed in the year 1956. Option C. It created 14 states and 6 union territories. Option D. The state boundaries were drawn for administrative convenience. The correct answer is Option D. The state boundaries were drawn for administrative convenience. The States Reorganization Commission, SRC, constituted by the Central Government of India on the 22nd of December 1953 to recommend the reorganization of state boundaries. In 1955, after nearly 2 years of study, the Commission recommended that India's state boundaries should be reorganized to form 14 states and 6 territories. Question number 18. Overseas citizens of India, as per Overseas Citizenship of India scheme as operational from December 2005, shall not be entitled to Option A. Multiple entry multi-purpose lifelong visa to India. Option B. Exemption from reporting Ponds authorities for any length of stay in India. Option C. Panty with the NRIs in financial, economic and educational fields except in the question of agricultural or plantation properties. Option D. Voting rights in India. The correct answer is Option D. Voting rights in India. Overseas citizenship of India is a form of permanent residency available to people of Indian origin and their spouses, which allows them to live and work in India indefinitely. Despite the name, OCHI status is not citizenship and does not grant the right to vote in Indian elections or hold public office. The Indian government can revoke OCHI status in a wide variety of circumstances. Question number 19. In the recent past, a fundamental particle has been claimed to be experimentally observed at a European laboratory in Geneva to travel at a speed greater than that of light in vacuum. The name of the particle is Option A. Electron. Option B. Positron. Option C. Neutron. Option D. Neutrino. The correct answer is Option D. Neutrino. It was neutrino, however. Later it was found the CERN experiment was faulty and neutrinos do not travel faster than light. Question number 20. When an iron nail is dipped in a solution of copper sulfate, the iron nail becomes brownish in color and the blue color of copper sulfate solution fades after some time. The reaction is an example of chemical. Option A. Combination. Option B. Decomposition. Option C. Displacement. Option D. Double displacement. The correct answer is Option C. Displacement. When an iron nail is dipped in copper sulfate solution, a brown coating of copper is formed on the surface of iron and the color of copper sulfate solution changes from blue to light green. This reaction shows that iron is more reactive than copper as it displaces copper from its solution and iron passes into solution as Fe2+ ions and ferrous sulfate solution is formed. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now, link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.